Several federal agencies coming together today in South Texas to send a clear message about guns from the U.S. and how far too many times they're ending up in the hands of the cartels in Mexico. They talked about a recent crackdown on weapons heading across the border from the U.S. during a press event today out in Laredo. News 4 San Antonio's Taylor Wardenby in Laredo for that event and has details now on the stepped up enforcement.
Right now in San Antonio and all of Texas, U.S. officials are ramping up their efforts on a dangerous pipeline. Guns purchased in the U.S. and then smuggled south into Mexico, oftentimes ending in the hands of dangerous cartels. These aren't props. These are actual guns recently seized by authorities. Guns that were being smuggled across the border into Mexico, but were stopped before they ended up in the hands of the cartel. U.S. Customs, along with other law enforcement agencies, put the weapons on public display next to the outbound inspection lanes headed into Mexico to highlight their recent work.
Through this strong collaboration between CBP, ATF, and HSI, we are able to work together as a force multiplier and effectively disrupt and dismantle transnational criminal organizations involved in weapons trafficking and make America safer in the process.
Donald Cusser with Customs and Border Protection says recent executive orders have given federal agencies more authority to act.
Every firearm that crosses that border into the hands of a criminal organization represents a potential act of terror and a threat to the safety of people on both sides of the border.
Homeland Security officials say this is a top priority as gun violence in Mexico has increased in recent years. It's violence that often makes its way up I-35 into our area.
If you're in San Antonio, the violence that occurs in Mexico, cartel related, it makes it to San Antonio.
New penalties are also helping, which have increased penalties for gun trafficking, carrying up to 15 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Yes, it's a serious crime, and we understand the impact that a lot of these firearms have in Mexico.
Authorities right now say the stakes are higher than they've ever been. That's because cartels are now classified as foreign terrorist organizations, which means so are the consequences for anyone that helps them. In Laredo, I'm Taylor Wardenby reporting.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more from News 4 San Antonio, make sure you like and subscribe.